I congratulate you on how far you've come to get your certified flight registered nurse certification. You and I have a passion for being a nurse and making a difference in the lives of patients who need us. In this video, you'll discover 3 ways to pass the CFRN easier and get your flight nurse certification faster. So please, turn off any distractions around you. Go to a quiet place if necessary so you can focus your attention. It's just that important. My name is Mark Dawson. I quickly realized my college classes didn't fully prepare me for this exam. I was overwhelmed by the vast amount of information required to know in such a short period of time. I wasn't sure what types of questions would be asked or what content to focus in on during my test prep. You can imagine, I had no idea what review books or programs were any good or would actually help me pass. I couldn't afford to fail, so I got every main review book at Barnes & Noble and Amazon.com. I also purchased various online study guides and took an expensive $300 class. As I entered the testing center, my heart was racing, but I felt confident. However, when I looked at my test questions, I glared at my exam in pure horror. I realized I was going to fail. Face it, no matter how long or how hard you prepare, if you study the wrong material that's not on your exam, it's game over. I delayed my certification and lost many months of potential income. I was quickly running out of time. According to every CFRN test taker, little or nothing in the name brand books appears on the actual CFRN exam. Their practice questions are not worded or structured like the actual test. The oh-so-easy practice test questions are not at the same level of difficulty as the real exam. This tricked me into a false sense of confidence and led to disastrous results on my exam day. Did you know the authors of prep books at Amazon.com and Barnes & Noble never took the CFRN exam they're training you to pass? That's the blind leading the blind. Even if you see some important sounding credentials on the front of the book like PhD, most, if not all the authorship is by ghost writers. Most aren't licensed nurses, and most never even took a class in the subject matter of this test. That's for an exam from which your whole future depends. Do we really need to look any further why so many people are failing this test? Are your prep materials really up to date? You know the CFRN gets updated several times per year. However, warning, most preparation materials are 1 to 4 years out of date, even if the copyright appears recent. Chances are, if you use paper books that are warehoused for years, or even a Kindle version of the book, it'll be months out of date. And that's disastrous on your testing day. And watch out, many widely used, popular 300 to 500 page CFRN study guides actually block you from success. Do you really have weeks or months to read massively thick, generic nursing materials? That is for the remote chance that something might relate to an actual flight nurse certification exam question. I finally took my test again, passed, got my certification, and am now living the life I always wanted. You see, I just started working smart, and I stopped working dumb. So I formalized these secrets to pass the CFRN into a success system. I started helping friends, colleagues, and then others through this website who were in the same situation I was. After working one-on-one with over 1,000 CFRN test takers over the last few years, it doesn't take rocket science to document exactly what material you need to focus on to get a passing score. I also reveal what I discovered in case studies of CFRN failures, exactly what you must stop doing right now if you want to pass. To be successful, you only have to do what successful people did to get the same results. The same is true for passing the CFRN. And we put it all into this proven success blueprint below that you can get your hands on right now. My CFRN Comprehensive Success System and exam-like practice test consistently and predictably has a pass rate of over 93%. You know, it's not your fault if you feel frustrated by the many ways you've been set up to fail this test. However, it will be your fault if you think you know more about passing this exam than the experience of 7 licensed nurses and over 1,000 CFRN former clients we use to develop this program. You see, many previous clients were in the same place you're in right now. Any disadvantage you think you have, like major test anxiety, which is something I had. Maybe you're just not a good test taker. Perhaps you don't have much time to prepare with your other responsibilities or anything else. Most of my previous clients had it worse than you, but were still able to pass with this step-by-step formula. Obviously, I care about your personal success. You can see I don't hide behind a website. I'm not some faceless author or obscure expert like you see in most books and other programs. I'm a real person with over 9 years of experience on your specific CFRN exam. I made it my mission in life to make you pass the CFRN and get your Certified Flight Registered Nurse certification. So I want your story to be different. We literally poured our blood, sweat, and tears about how to pass the CFRN into your comprehensive success system and exam-like practice test. Your super user-friendly CFRN cheat sheet helps you break through the massive amount of information you're required to know. You get a laser beam-like focus only on the narrow core of content you need to pass. And studying for days just for the chance of covering an actual test question. Why? Because you can't afford to play guessing games with the most important exam of your life. Your exam-like CFRN practice questions simulate the types of questions at the same level of difficulty you'll face on exam day with razor-sharp accuracy. These mirror-like practice questions are mouth-watering close to the actual test. True exam familiarity by itself alone can dramatically ramp up your score. You actually learn the test and how to pass, not just keep mindlessly reading more and more books for weeks or months and risking your flight nurse certification. So what are you waiting for? This success tool is the most up-to-date on the market because we can quickly update each study guide and practice test in real time online each month as your specific exam changes. Still want paper? Then just print the materials from your computer and make a paper book. If you prefer to be paperless like me, then just use it on your computer, tablet, or mobile phone. Can you afford the price of not passing the CFRN? You already invested thousands of dollars in tuition or student loans you must start paying back. You spent some of the best years of your life in school to live your calling as a nurse and make your life a success. Now you need to get your flight nurse certification to take your career and personal life to the next level. This test is the only thing standing in your way. Imagine the consequences if you continue flying blind in your test prep. Trying to pass by trial and error and guesswork usually means failing and not advancing your nursing career. Unfortunately, many attempt this exam over 6 months to a year before finally passing. And of course, some never pass. Even the most prepared CFRN test takers have blind spots in the tested material they're not aware of, which can block their Certified Flight Registered Nurse certification. Plug all the leaks in your test preparation before you run out of time, even if you feel confident at the moment. Don't lose thousands of dollars in potential income and access to the best nursing positions. Don't delay advancing your career and personal life by 1 full year or longer. That's not necessary. You only have to invest 6 hours and 20 minutes using this tool to crank up your score to passing level. Your investment breaks down to only $1.90 per day to pass the CFRN, and advance your nursing career. Steer clear of the common trap of trying to save a few dollars in review materials and then lose thousands of dollars in income. 100% money back guarantee. If you're not satisfied for any reason, if you don't pass on your first try or next attempt, you don't pay. If so, just email client services for an easy, no questions asked, 100% money back refund. There's no fine print or weasel clauses. Just test drive it and order below while you're thinking about it. Decide later if it's for you. Please hurry. There's a strict deadline on this offer. If you take action right now, you'll get a full, free 7 days of CFRN test coaching and 6 other free bonus gifts below. You see, test coaching is an unlimited amount of help by my team of 7 licensed nurses who passed and are experts in the CFRN exam. It's all the one-on-one human help you need that a review book or prep class simply can't give you. Normally, this service is billed to colleges and healthcare organizations at a $53 per hour consulting fee. You get it 100% free for 7 days without any expensive per hour tutoring or consulting fees. You know, burning questions that make a big difference between pass or fail come up just days or even hours before your exam date. We'll be here when you need us. Again, this free bonus gift and all the others listed below are subject to be removed from this offer at any time without notice. You must act right now if you want this. What if you say, I'm going to think about it, or later is a better time to get preparation materials? If this isn't full at the moment, when you try ordering below, just come back in 2 hours or first thing tomorrow morning. It's very likely you'll find this 100% full, others took your place, and you missed this one-time opportunity. If you don't take action, it won't affect me or the nurses in this program. You'll only hurt yourself. We'll continue helping other test takers in the same situation as you pass this exam and live their passion as a flight nurse. Still waiting for something? Surfing more CFRN websites, tire kicking more test prep programs, and just dreaming about flight nurse certification never helped anyone get a passing score on this exam. You must take action to pass the CFRN and make your dreams a reality. Waiting until the right time to get study guides and then trying to make up for lost time later is a guaranteed recipe for failure. You always need a lot more time than you think right now. So just take the first step and I'll help you with the rest. Crack the code of the CFRN and go to over $70,000 in certified flight registered nurse income. Faster and easier than you thought possible. And start helping patients who need you. And begin telling your own success story. Go to the bottom of this page and then click on the CFRN Comprehensive Success System and Exam-like Practice Test. You get instant online access within 1 minute of ordering. Within 3 short minutes, you make real, measurable progress to pass the CFRN and get your certified flight registered nurse certification. While you still have time, reserve your place, claim your copy right now, so you won't be locked out later.